everyone, today I'll be teaching you how to round to the nearest 10. So let's get started. If you were wondering what does rounding mean, it means making a number simpler but keeping its value close to what it was. The result is less accurate but easier to use. An important thing to remember in your mind when rounding, that 4 or less, you let it rest, 5 or more, raise the score. Now I'll tell you why is it important. So now here we have number 30. We want to round it to the nearest 10. We search for the tens place. 3 is in the tens place. So now how do we know if we have to round up or down? We look at the digit we look at the digit on the right side of the digit you want to round it to the nearest. So here in our case, the ones digit is the digit you look at. We'll say 0. Is it 4 or less or 5 or more? I know that 0 is 4 or less, so we have to round down. So rounding down means keeping the same digit. So because we want to round to the nearest 10, but the 0 is less than 4, so we round down, so we keep the same number, so the answer stays the same. So the tens place stays the same, and then everything after that digit turns to 0 because we rounded down. So round down means keeping the same digit we're rounding to, like here we're rounding to the nearest 10. So if we had to round down, we keep it the same, the tens place, and then everything after the 3 we put it 0. But here we already have it 0, so it stays the same. 30, it stays rounded to the nearest 10 is 30. 58, we want to round it to the nearest 10. 5 is in the tens place, so we have to look for the number before it. 8, is it more than 5? 5 or more, or less than 4 or less. It's 8, so it's 5 and more, so we have to round up. So now because we have to round to the nearest tens, so we'll be working with this digit, the 5 in the tens place. So since we had to round up, we have to add another 10 to the tens place. So now if we round up, the 5 will turn to 6, and then everything after the digit we're rounding it to turns 0. So here the 8 turns 0. So if we had the number line, here we have like 55, here 60, here 50. 58 is like somewhere here. So I say to myself, I think here 58. 58 is closer to 60 or 50. The answer is it's closer to 60. So we round it up to 60. It's the same when saying is it 5 or more or 4 or less. So if it's easier for you to use the number line, you can use it. Go ahead. So now 89, we want to round it to the nearest 10. Here 8 is in the tens place, so we have to look at the number before it. 9, is it 5 or more or 4 or less? It's 5 and more. So we have to round up. So now, since we have to round up, we make the 8 or the digit we want to round it to the nearest. Here we have 8, we have to round it to 89, we have to round it to the nearest 10, so we add another 10 to it and then it becomes 9. And then everything after 9 becomes 0. So here, in our case, we have only 9 after the 8, so it turned out to be 90. Now the last number, 12, we want to round it to the nearest 10 again. We look at the 1 because it's in the 10th place, and then now we have to look at the number before to know if we have to round up or down. 2, is it 4 or less, or 5 and more? 2 is 4 and less. So we have to round down. So now, because we have to round down, which means keeping the same digit. So since we have to round down, we keep the same digit, and we want to round to the nearest 10. So the 10, we keep it the same digit, 1. And then now, if we round up or down, all the digits after the number we rounded it to, it will have to turn to 0, so it would be 10. If we did it on a number line, I would do here 10, here 15, and here 20. So we want to know if we will round to 20 or 10. The 15 is in the middle to make it easier to know if it's closer to which number. You don't have to write the 15, but it's easier. So we know that the 12 is somewhere about here. So the 12, is it closer to 10 more? It's closer to 10 or to 20? We know here it's closer to 10. It's closer to 10 by, here we have 1. So it's closer to 10. So we round down or keep the digit the same. So 12 rounded to the nearest 10 equals 10. 12 rounded to the nearest tenth equals 10. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any new math lessons. Bye!